Welcome to the Week of the Wheel. Why do we call it that? Find out more right here, right now. Greetings petrolheads and welcome to romrom.net, the channel sharing the joy of sim racing and to a regular news roundup. If you have any news for us, send us a mail to news@romrom.net. Thanks for watching, my name is Serta and I will be your host for this video. Call it coinciding, call it carefully planned marketing that falls flat because all others have the same idea, but while we also have other news, our news this week revolves very much around wheels and wheelbases with Fanatec, Thrustmaster and Ascher news and very personal news about Simracing. That's why we call this the Week of the Wheel, even if today is World Penguin Day. No, really, go look it up. Starting the Week of the Wheels, Thrustmaster presented their wheel add-on Ferrari SF1000 one day before Fanatec presented their news and got the light stolen from them. Nevertheless, here it is, sporting the Cavallino Rampante. It's got all buttons and knobs you may want to use, although we're not sure how they expect us to use the drink button, which you should never mistake for the oil button anyway. It has a color LED panel with different screens that gets its information either through the base or through Wi-Fi, and it seems you can change the design of the screen or screens based on the sim you use. One thing they have already set up is showing you on the LED exactly the same screens you'd see in the MFT in Codemasters F1 2020. It's, as they say, a gaming replica of the wheel found in the world-famous Ferrari SF1000. I don't know if I'd go for famous or infamous about the 2020 F1 Ferrari, but that's a completely different discussion. The grips are rubber, the paddle shifters are aluminum. The wheel is compatible with the T-Series base but not with the T500 RS, so that leaves the TSXW, TGT, T300, TX and TSPC, we suppose. While the European launch was already on April 20, as there was only a limited number of wheels available, 1000 to be precise, these already sold out. At the moment, we have no news when they will be available again. The Asia-Pacific launch is expected for May 18th, and the rest of the world will be able to enjoy racing with this wheel from August 26 on. The price for the wheel will be €350 USD, a funny number. Continue watching for the Fanatec news and you'll know why. Ascher has brought two new wheels into the market, the F28 SC V2 and the F64 USB V2. Well, we call them new, but in reality they are perfected versions of their already existing wheels, as Ascher themselves tell us. The German engineering company has revised the ergonomics of the wheels to make them easier to hold, more grippy by giving them rubber grips, and have put new rotary encoder technology in the F64 USB, making it more precise. The F28SC is compatible only with Simocube 2DD systems. The F64 is compatible with those other bases needing some tweaking, but should be okay too. Both new and improved wheels are already available, the recommended detail price for the F28 being €669, while the F64 comes with a recommended price of €999. See the links in our description for further details. iRacing's developers don't stand still, of course, and have been working on yet another big update. They've added a bunch of tracks or track configurations like the rallycross configuration of the Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya, put other tracks out there like the dirt track Park River International Raceway, Hockenheimring, the dirt configuration of Bristol Motor Speedway or the IndyCar 2012 to 2018 configuration of the Sonoma Raceway. On a more technical note, they've cleaned up the audio processing for replays, put in a new brand neutral pace car, added a new damage model for many of the cars and new tires for a lot of cars too, and have added AI lines for an incredible bunch of tracks and car series. We would have loved to post a link to their detailed list of changes, but that one's reserved only for subscribers. Added to the updates above, they've updated their paint shop, and now, amongst other things, you can customize helmets, suits and the driver, and they have added new sponsors into the shop, as well as made life easier for broadcasters with a couple of updates. And of course, done a metric ton of bug fixes as always. Absolutely not important, but Certa is going to be a much better driver from now on, as he at last was able to scrounge the money to afford a DD base and wheel. Because we all know that it's the gear that makes you a good driver. We're pushing him to do an unboxing video because we want to have at least one unboxing video in the channel, apropos of nothing really. If we would find a way to make one makeup video, we would. If a DD base for €350 USD sounds like an April Fool's joke, it's because it was. Well, not completely, but we gotta give it to Fanatec, as they did tease this base on April 1st indeed as an April Fool's, only to present it 20 days later as a reality. They have been having a good laugh at our expense out of it, and well deserved. Of course, the whole Simracing universe is abuzz with the news, running a specially designed motor that will deliver 5 Newton meters of torque, which you can update to 8 Newton meters if you part with more money. The base will deliver less torque than any of the typical household non-DD wheels, which often deliver around 7 Newton meters of torque. On the other hand, Gamer Muscle tested 5 and 8 Newton meter in a video with his own DD base and found them to be also quite acceptable. And we will always believe what he tells us unless he is talking about drinking only tea, because that would be a lie. In any way, the torque in DD bases also has to do with the level of detail of the force feedback, so expect worse force feedback on the Fanatec CSL DD than in the higher priced DD bases. While many are asking themselves how Fanatec can pull such a low price, we think the answer is obvious. First of all, the smaller motor means passive cooling, means less fans and other thingamabobs to do with the cooling. Second, you will have to pay for every extra, much like Apple does to the poor souls who fall into their fangs. 8 Newton meters, pay. New and improved quick release, pay. CSL DD table clamp, pay. Now, don't get us wrong, Fanatec has put a lot of thought into building a DD base that is functional, low cost and can bring even more people to the world of direct drive racing. And many of our friends already know what they'll wish for Christmas, because with that offer Fanatec have brought themselves into a new market with what we expect to be a solid product. And they planned to start delivering sometime around Q2 or Q3 of this year. But the price is no magic, it's the result of clever thinking and clever engineering, and we know Fanatec has a lot of that to offer. We also have a lot to offer, at least when it comes to the joy of sim racing. So check the playlist to the left or the video to the right. Until next time, save fuel, collect pickup, and we'll see each other on the podium.